Hello Pisces, I'm Chris. Welcome to your February Taroscope. Alright, so I want to jump into your reading because I think there's a lot of big energy for you guys for the month of February. Before I do, just a couple quick announcements. All my personal readings are on sale. I'm closing down my Etsy shop at the end of the month to move over to my website. So that's something to look forward to in March, but all the readings I have currently available are marked down, as well as a mini love reading that I'm making available for the month of February. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, that's in the description below. PayPal donations have been life-changing and amazing, and I thank you so much for those. So if you want to go ahead and help contribute to the channel, that's in the description also. Check me out on Instagram. I have a lot of tarot-related content, a lot of witchy stuff, a lot of, and also just like some fun personal stuff. So if you want to go ahead and follow me on Instagram, please go ahead and do so there. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, Pisces, so February, huh? I think January was a tough month, but a good month where you kind of got to see a lot of your strength and you got to see a lot of your potential coming to being, right? And the vision I had for Pisces as I was like meditating on your sign, I was getting ready for this reading, was like just this dazzling, sparkling energy in the eyes. I think February brings back to Pisces this sort of gusto for life. I think that it's almost as if through January, there's been like a dam of energy, right? Like just kind of walled up. Creativity, sexuality, excitement, passion, adventure, romance. All of those things have kind of been, I think, a little on the side for Pisces for this month. And February, I think, just sees it come back with this full force, with this like unleashing, like, you know, you open a dam and then there's this rush of water that comes out. And I think that's your energy, guys. I think there's a lot of kinetic energy in February. I think there's a lot of passion, a lot of creativity. I think also there's going to be a little scattered energy with Pisces, which, you know, I'm not mad about. You know, it's like, you know, you haven't gotten laid in a while. So like you start dating somebody that you're into and you guys are just like doing it like rabbits all the time, you know, because that energy was so built up in you, you just have to get it out. You haven't been socializing as much. Now you go to a party and now you're a little fluttering little social butterfly. No one can keep track of you because you're everywhere. And you know, I think that's good for you. I think that's like important energy for you guys to experience this month. Lots of spirituality, lots of the incense and the music is just like, I'm feeling like this Pisces like hippy dippy vibe kind of thing going on. All right, so Pisces, let's just go ahead and see central situation. We have the star. So you see what I mean about that? What did I literally say in the opening here, guys? Stars in your eyes. Look, in their central situation, we have the star. So this is feeling strong. This is feeling vulnerable. This is being open. This is receiving and being that conduit, being that connective source between people, between the universe and people, right? You guys are the ones who just kind of flow and change states all the time and are connecting people and connecting ideas and things, and you're like everywhere and nowhere at the same time, Pisces. And I also think here, one of the things I was thinking about, Pisces, which is reminding me of this with this card, is I think there's going to be sort of a deepening of love this month, right? Especially like with the desire for it. I think that you guys through January and especially in February are going to feel really connected to friends, to family, to loved ones, to just your community, to the people around you. And I think for Pisces, that like little bit of taste of love is almost like, you know, a dog getting a taste of blood, and it just creates this bloodlust. Like Pisces has a love lust, I think, in the month of February. I should write that down. Love lust. I like it though. I like it. It's really inspiring for you guys. I think that what I'm seeing here with the star here is a sort of reawakening of energy. It's almost like you know, when the sun sets and then the stars light up the sky, right? That's kind of the energy for you guys. It's like we're moving into this place where now things are dazzling. Now your imagination is in overdrive. Now you're daydreaming. Now you're fantasizing in like a positive way. And here you are, Pisces, like pouring out your emotions, pouring out your ideas, your thoughts, your expression. With the star, we get a lot of energy of art and beauty and creativity, as well as intellect and imagination. So Pisces, I think in February, the major theme here is reconnecting also to your ideal self, right? Reconnecting to the thing about you that makes you special. I think, Pisces, you're going to feel this month very strongly situated in who you are, and like knowing what you have to offer, and knowing that what you have to offer is like something that no one else has to offer, right? There's nobody like you, Pisces. And I think this month is going to see you really feeling that. It's Page of Swords in your ideals. So this came up in a weekly reading. By the way, go ahead and check those out. Those have been getting like really good responses, and I'm having a lot of fun doing those, right? But in this week reading for starting off February, we did get the Page of Swords, but I think it was in reverse, right? Was it in reverse? No, it was upright. It was upright. It was just a different deck, sorry. So in your ideals, guys, you want to put yourself out there. This is what I meant by like being a little scattered and all over the place with the Page of Swords energy. It's somebody who's like trying things out. It's somebody who's experimenting. It's someone who's putting themselves out into the world, who's communicating your vision, right? Because you see with these two together, this is somebody who knows what they're about, who has a dream, who has a vision, who has an idea of how they see the world and how they want things to be. And with the Page of Swords, it's like my cat is like spazzing. She just came like darting in the room for no reason. With the Page of Swords, we see you taking those like initial steps. We see you like just making sure. We see you taking those initial steps. We see you trying. We see you like putting yourself out there. We see you like coming into this new place with yourself, and it's like you're practicing how to be this new person in February. You are ready to communicate all the things, all the transformation that's been happening inside you, all of the dreams that you've come to terms with. I think that in February you're gonna have some new dreams, right? Some new invigoration, some new ideas. So I don't know exactly what that's gonna mean for all of you. I think for some of you, with regards to your personal relationship, you're gonna have relationships. You're gonna have some new ideas, and what I mean by that is, you know, it might feel like you're ready for a relationship. You might feel like you're ready to take your relationship to the next level. You might have some like entrepreneurial business ideas in your career. Whatever it is that's on your mind right now, Pisces. Whatever it is consuming your thoughts. Whatever is exciting you and making you feel passionate. February sees you taking those first steps towards it, and really taking it seriously too. I think that with your sense of worth, with your sense of knowing your value and what you have to offer, you kind of become spurred, right? This is that love lust that I was kind of talking about, right? That I got a taste of the good shit, and now I'm just gonna go out into the world and get more of it, right? This is like the beginning of the journey for that. This is the beginning of figuring out like what your path now is, and what you're about now. Because I think there has been a lot of change with the star. It's almost like with her being naked here, it's as if like she's been through the woods, and like her clothes were torn and scratched and ripped apart, and then she's at this place where now she's by the water, and now she took it all off, releasing those burdens, releasing the tattered way of. Do you see her? Like, what is she doing? Gypsy, why are you being crazy? She just keeps running in and out of my room. Like releasing the tattered clothes is like your old self, like no longer wanting to be in pain, no longer accepting suffering. Like, you guys are a sign that can sometimes like take suffering as a virtue, and take it on as a way of like evolving and growing. And I think with the star here, you're not really going for that anymore, right? Like, what you want is beauty, what you want is grace, what you want is pleasure and positive emotions and positive feelings. And it's like you don't have to put up with bullshit anymore. So in the past here, we have the Two of Cups. So Pisces, I think that here you want to talk about love lust, right? I want to talk about love lust. What did I say starting off here? Like, you had a taste of love in the past. You had a taste of, you're getting a taste of affection. You're feeling it. You've been closer. I also think what this is actually kind of like a harmonizing with yourself, like coming to terms with, as corny as this sounds, sort of loving yourself in a new way, in a way that now prepares you, I think, for real love and partnership, that prepares you for actual union with another person that is healthy, you know. A lot of jokes are made about Pisces and toxic relationships and toxic connections. So on the one hand, guys, I think that you have sort of been, for some of you, you have been sort of, you see the way he has the sword, it's kind of like he's cutting at it. Some of you have separating yourself from toxic attachments to people, and or at the very least you're ready to make those detachments, right? For the rest of you, I think that what this is harmonizing with yourself in a way that makes you feel like you're a good partner now, who makes you feel like you actually have something to offer somebody. This isn't just like empty love where you're just trying to fill a void in your heart. This is the real deal, and I think that you've been preparing for this, Pisces. I think that the past few months and maybe even the last year, 2018, was putting you through a lot of tests, I think, right? With the Page of Swords also putting you through a lot of tests to it's almost as if the universe was testing your constitution to actually handle the real partnership and love that you say you wanted. So now I think where we're moving forward into February, into the rest of the year, if you've, I don't think it's a matter of if you passed or failed. The tests that you've been given did prepare you and did make you realize like what you're able to create. And look here, Pisces, you see, with the Magician, this is that sense of self, right? The Magician is creation, but he's also independence. He's also standing strong. He knows what he's worth. He knows what he's about. He knows what he has to offer. The Magician is all about having the resources, all the resources you need to create whatever you want. And that's sort of the test. That's sort of the test that's been going on here, guys. This is what I mean by test, right? This is what the challenges that you've been through have been preparing you for greatness, who've been preparing you for this. And you might have not even noticed it, but like I think in the background, I think in your heart and in your soul, you've been building yourself up and creating a world for yourself that is going to propel you forward in your romantic relationship. So if you're single, I think that we'll see where else we're going here with these cards. But if you're single, I think February is going to be a month of romance for you. I think that there's going to be you putting yourself out there, going on dates, right? Trying new things, meeting new people. The Page of Swords wants to communicate. He wants to get out there. He wants to connect with people. If you're in a relationship, I see you having a renewed, what is this? Like sort of a sense of commitment, right? Sort of a sense of maybe there's been a little wishy-washiness about your relationship. Maybe there's been like just not a full investment in it. You might have been just, again, like really investing in yourself and really investing in like your career and your projects and your ambitions, right? And your creativity with the Magician. And now I think that there's a renewed focus on this partnership, on the potential that what it has to bring to you. I think that you guys are similar to, I was doing the earth signs yesterday, and I think you're sort of similar to the earth signs in that there is a big emphasis on love and partnership, right? Especially when you think about the signs of Virgo and Taurus, Venus energy, and then Virgo is very like loving, nurturing, partnering energy. But those signs, I think, have a hard time connecting and committing to love and partnership when the material world is not in a good place. And I think what happens with water signs, and particularly you guys, Pisces, is as much as you're driven by love, as much as you want love, there's a part of you that I think even deep down inside you know isn't ready for it until you are rooted in who you are, until you have a firm sense of self, right? No matter whether you're moving this way or that, like immutable water, like churning waters, you know, there's within you, I think, Pisces, a need to find the calm center. And I think the work you've been doing is finding the calm center within yourself. And now that you have that calm center, you're able to express it, and you're able to draw this to you. Now we have the Ace of Cups. Pisces. Will you guys listen to me a little bit here? So now you have unconditional love on one side, soulmate connection and partnership on the other side, and what is smack in the middle? Creative energy, independence, standing on your own 2 feet, knowing your worth, knowing that like you have the ability to create and manifest your reality, and not just knowing it, but like having been deeply in touch with it, having seen it play out in action, right? Pisces. So if you're here looking for love, I mean, look at these cards already. Look at, I'll show you the cards in a little while, but I mean, love on top of love here, Pisces. And it's interesting because if you've had those hard partnerships, that was, again, I feel like you're so spiritual, Pisces, that like you have this like extra strong connection to the universe. And I think that in like, it's almost as if the universe was taking care of you all this time. This universe was putting things in your way that were meant to make you better, make you stronger, make you more ready for the thing that is going to make you really thrive and be really happy and feel that love and connect. I'm just going to show it one more time, especially if you're people who are familiar with tarot a little bit, right? Do you see what I mean? Sandwiched in love is you. Sandwiched in love, with love is you as creator, with you as self-worth. Shit. Pisces, now we have the 2 of Wands, so multiple 2s. So do you see what I also mean about the kinetic energy of your sign? When we're in the 2s, the 2s apply motion. They apply force, right? They take the sort of raw energy of the aces and put it into action. So now here at the base of the reading, at the turning point, we have this fiery energy, right? We had this love energy that was in the past that was pushing you towards love, right? Even in my notes, I said there's a desire for deeper love. When I was doing the meditation, there's a desire for deeper love that stems from both a taste of love and also like a feeling of going without it. And now here at the turning point, what do we have? The 2 of Wands. We have a reignition of passion. I think you guys have been working really hard in your careers. I think that you're going to see February again be a month where you tap into your creative faculties again, where you tap into your spirituality again. Like that's what I'm feeling of the fire here with the Wands, right? And then ultimately what this does is now you're looking to the future. With the 2 of Wands, we have optimism, we have hope, we have faith, we have and that all comes because of how calm and situated you are, right? It's as if in between these wands, someone is standing there. Someone is standing there, like super solid, looking out, ready to see what opportunities are laying in front of them. So lots of optimism right now, Pisces. Lots of hopes, lots of dreams, that's why I like the starry-eyed metaphor that came up to me in my meditation, because it's as if like the starry-eyed quality that, you know, could for some people just be fantasy and illusion. For you guys, I think that that's pushing you, that's inspiring you, that's the wind beneath your wings right now, right? Or the water beneath your fucking whatever you want to say, right? I was thinking about Pisces earlier, and it's like, you know, when you ride the waves at a beach and how it feels like you're gliding through the air, and it's just like, that's the Pisces energy of just flowing so effortlessly and with excitement and passion. And I think that's that starry-eyed, the fantasy is that water underneath you that's making you feel super strong and making you feel driven and inspired. And going forward, we have the Empress in reverse. So as we move into the future, as we go through the month of February, I think there is some difficulty. For some of you, I think that this is kind of literally a mother figure or mother energy. So part of the love here might be kind of you know, missing. As much as you might be ready for romantic love, there might be some disconnect between you and your family. So whether this is like not being close to them right now, or just missing them, or whatever it is, for some of you Pisces out there, there's going to be sort of feelings of lack without of being away from a sort of motherly figure, sort of a nurturing figure. And I also think what this is, though, Pisces, for the rest of you, is that this is you not really being in a space right now to nurture other people and care for other people, right? Part of your future right now is not being like a sort of mother hen to other people. It's not bending over backwards for others. It's not giving more of yourself than other people deserve, like the way a mother just gives unconditionally to children. That's not what Pisces is about right now, and I think that's really good. I think that what this actually is establishing is that for those of you who are looking for romantic interests, it's actually attracting a partner, right? Not someone you have to care for, not someone you have to fix up, not any of that. It's an equal. It's like your emperor, but you're pulling back on that sort of babying, coddling energy. You're pulling back on treating like your man as if, or woman, with you're treating your significant other as if like there's something to be cared for or someone to be cared for. And instead what you realize is that the care is for you. The joy is yourself, you see? Now we have the Ten of Cups. So following up that Empress energy, you see, this is why I couldn't see this as negative, because right next to it, we have between looking to the future, and here we have ultimate joy and passion. And what did I say? Pisces, about the overflowing, about letting a dam out. About letting a dam out. Do you see all this watery energy that we have in your reading? We have the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups, like overflowing, overflowing, overflowing. More water imagery of shit spilling out all over the place. I'm telling you guys, I'm just getting a little more, I think I'm getting a little more psychic the more I do this, because I said all this, and now look what we're seeing here. Abundance of energy. Pisces, February is going to be a lot of fun. You're going to have a lot of connection to others. You're going to feel joy. You're going to feel celebration. You're going to feel excitement about life, right? And my point in pointing out that Empress falls between these two is between looking towards your future and feeling happiness comes somebody who is a little self-centered in a good way, right? A little about like just having their needs met rather than meeting the needs of others. And then we have this row across the middle. Being so rooted in yourself and your highest self and your best self brings joy. Did I not say that from the start, guys? All right, Pisces. So again, if you want to get private readings, those are below. Anyway, no, but all jokes aside, Pisces, this the illusions are so good. The fantasy right now is so good. The fantasy is like the fantasy the world needs. We're going into your season, right? We're about to enter your season at the end of February, and you know, part of Pisces' role in the zodiac is to create dreams, is to create, guys, to create like things for people to aspire to, similar to Aquarius, which is the sign that comes right before you. Aquarius does that with the intellect, right? Aquarius creates the dreams that we work towards intellectually, that stir up our minds, that stir up our hearts and get us moving. And Pisces, you guys are the ones who stir up our feelings. You're the one who stir up our subconscious, right? And who inspire us in those ways. And then wrapping up this reading for the month, guys, with the Chariot. So now we come full circle, and I'll show you the cards the way they're laid out. Now we come full circle from someone who's just kind of trying their hand at things, who's experimenting, to now somebody who has a strong grip on themselves. This is another card of independence, but this is also a card of kinetic energy, fast-moving change, more water energy here with Cancer. So I also feel like for some of you, there could be an involvement with the Cancer. Sorry, just remember thinking of one of my Pisces friends, if she's gonna watch this, I don't think she wants to hear that about the Cancer person. But you know, maybe you guys, the rest of you, will love a Cancer. Either way, guys, you see this rush of energy, you see this joy, you see this like excitement, you see the passion. This is someone who's super connected to source, who just is following their intuition and knows what they're doing. I think your intuition is going to be really strong. I think it always is strong and it has been strong. I think you've probably been proven right about a lot of things. I think that this is a month where you can really trust your instincts and trust your impressions about people. And, you know, even if people like push back on you, that doesn't make you wrong, right? That just means that you're probably hitting a nerve, right? And at the bottom of the deck, what do you know? More cups. What? Dams unleashed, water everywhere, Nine of Cups. So underneath it all, motivating you, inspiring you, what is it? Your dreams, your passions, emotional fulfillment. It's like you're in a place now where, again, like I said in the beginning, like you don't feel like you have to struggle. Like your hardships are not growth anymore. You know, sometimes we get into this place where we think like struggle means that we're growing and evolving. And then sometimes it's just pain and suffering. And I think right now Pisces is done with pain and suffering. Pisces is even tired with growth that comes from hardship, right? Like, fuck that. We're growing in big ways. We're growing now pain made you grow. Now you know what's gonna make you grow this month, Pisces? Happiness, joy, spirituality, love. That's gonna make you grow in ways that pain and suffering could never. Let me show you the cards. See them all there? Yep. So you see again, Pisces, water, air energy, yes, but ultimately water being poured out. You're so solid here. You're so, like, 3 cards here that really represent independence and being like comfortable in your own skin and knowing yourself. And then look at this love energy and this joy. And you see why, like, this sort of selfishness is not a bad thing. This not caring for others right now is not a bad thing. It's what you need to do for you right now. It's what like this stage, it feels like this stage in your life is about caring for yourself. You know, there will come a time maybe when it's time to start putting energy and effort into another person. But right now, even if like the energy is about love and connecting to someone else, it's not about putting energy into that person. It's sort of about that person now putting energy into you, because you're putting energy into you. Of course, again, like, unless you're in a committed relationship now, I think that there is potential here for you to sort of invest more in that existing thing, right? Because I feel like if you are in a relationship, then there might need to be a little bit more of a give and take, or give and give, right? That's my new favorite expression. Relationships aren't give and take, relationships are give and give. So if you are in a committed relationship and things have been like, okay, and like, you know, you're not thinking about, do I leave this person or whatever, there does need to be, I think, on your part, Pisces, some a little bit of giving to that person just to nurture that, you know, because this could also represent someone in your life who doesn't feel cared for, or not cared for enough, right? Is not getting the emotional satisfaction, the emotional fulfillment. Again, this is a general reading, so it's going to apply differently to different people. But you see how this is multiple things, right? Single Pisces, you're in your power. A committed Pisces, there might be someone who needs a little TLC. All right, let's see an outcome. Okay, outcome, we have the Sun in reverse. Not a bad thing necessarily, right? The Sun usually represents joy, represents happiness, and in reverse, it's. I think your outcome for February, Pisces, is just. I think that what this is saying is that one thing that is possible here is that this is not really a month for big career successes, right? And in addition to representing happiness and joy, the sun represents success. The sun represents victory, right? It represents like being on display, of showing yourself, right? So on that hand, you know, with regards to your careers and finances, you've been doing a lot of work, but I don't think February is a real big month for you to make big career strides, right? It's kind of, I feel like with regards to your careers, a little bit of a going through the motions at this point, right? Which is fine. This is a month of maintenance with regards to your career, not growth. I think also internally, what was I gonna say? I think despite all this joy on the outside, all this happiness I see, all this like movement as a person, I think there's still going to be a part of you that is feeling a little wanting, right? A little lacking. I think that you know, all this fun, all this pleasure, all this excitement, all this love coming your way, you know, I feel like if it just doesn't come quickly, it doesn't come right away, you guys are gonna be a little discouraged. And I think the message here is that the sun is here, even if it's in reverse, the energy is here and it's a little present. So this could just be internalized, or it could just be blocked a little bit. So Pisces, I think the message here with this is to not be dismayed if things don't work out right away, right? With regards to love, either way, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel passion. You're gonna feel connection. But remember, the Two of Cups did come up kind of in the past. So I don't think February is where like you maybe locked down in a relationship, but it is about the spirit being revived, right? Also, what I think this is, I had it and I lost it. Oh, this could also be a danger, I think, Pisces, about too much fantasy. So the sun represents truth and represents honesty, and I think that there's a potential this month to go a little too far into the other direction. You know, getting to the point of not seeing things clearly, right? Like going so deep in the water that the water is dark. And you can't see what's around you. So be careful, Pisces. I think that this is also why, with regards to your love life, things might not take off in the way that you want in February. But again, you're experiencing like the thing that's going to kickstart it. I think by March, you know, you're going to. I think a lot of your single ones are going to be in relationships in March and April. But right now, I think that what this is saying is don't like do that Pisces thing and put too much into a person, right? Be very careful with being like with self-deception about other people, and getting so excited by prospects that you kind of end up letting yourself down because you invest too much in the idea of a person. Ultimately, Pisces, though, what this is like, this is just the beginning of your return to happiness. This is you know, it's been a struggle for a little while, and it's not going to right itself in 1 month. But this month is about like how you give yourself pleasure and how you take care of yourself and how you put yourself out there. Remember what I said from the beginning. This is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is the first step in making something happen. So again, don't be discouraged if things don't fall into place right away. Just remember that this is the first step on your journey. But again, I think what happens is that the pendulum is swinging back in another direction, and it's not. And for you to get where you want to be, it's gonna have to kind of land somewhere in the middle. But right now, it's like you've been on this side so much that now we're swinging back the other way, where now we're having fun and sex and romance and going on dates and all this stuff. And then like that energy is gonna have to settle down a little bit back towards the middle before your mutable wild water energy is settled enough to be clear and be specific and to get the thing that you want and to create exactly what is right and right for you. So February is just a month of swinging the other way, which is absolutely what's necessary, Pisces. It's absolutely necessary to have fun, absolutely necessary to be creative again. And then I think in March we're going to move more towards the middle, right? where things are moving in a concrete way, right? Not just like in an inner emotional way, which I think a lot of this is internal stuff, at least in terms of like how it affects you emotionally. But then like we'll see concrete results, I think, going into March. Because again, remember, the sun is in reverse, but the sun is still here, right? So going into the springtime, especially to you get what you want more so, okay? And that's not fluff. I really feel like that. I feel like if I was giving you fluff, I'd say it was coming in February, but I just feel like it's not the month to lock things down. It's the month to get yourself moving again, if that makes sense, right? If the water's been a little still and stagnant, it's flowing again now. And then maybe in March we can drink from that shit. All right, so Pisces, again, private readings, donations, all that stuff, you can check it out in the description. Instagram, all that. I have weekly videos, so check those out, and as well as an Aquarius season video that I'll link up there. I did mini readings for each of the signs if you want to see what's going on for Aquarius season. But Pisces, overall, I feel so happy for you. I feel like you know, the heart is opening again, and your blood is pumping again, and it's like still clearing some stuff out, like some buildup, you know. But the important thing is that you feel, it's like the blood is like, you feel the flush of warmth through your body again, and maybe your cheeks get a little rosy because it's such a sudden flush, but then like it settles down, and then you get this beautiful skin tone and complexion again, and everything is good, and things start working normally and functioning well, and happiness. Guys, I love you so much. Have a great month. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.